If you've ever purchased a battle rifle just because your favorite gun tuber told you to do so, then go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, The Average. I really don't like battle rifles, video enjoyer that your mom says that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is we're going to be discussing battle rifles and guns chambered in 308, 30-06, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.8 SPC, and my kind of philosophy of use and thoughts on the cartridges and where I stand on it in 2025 for serious use, okay? So this is going to be kind of a for realsy conversation on what I recommend a battle rifle for and what I not recommend it for, and or what would I or not would I or would not recommend a battle rifle for. Now, real quick, if you enjoy the discussion and the topic of today's video, hit the like button. That helps out a ton. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to disagree and say, but Trench, I love battle rifles. I love 308. I love 30-06. It's a real, it's got all the stopping power and it's a showstopper and all the stuff. I respect your opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion on my decision for what I do in 2025 for WROL and all of the things, okay? So hit the like button, comment down below your thoughts, and if you want to donate to the ammunition fund, because we are conducting several burn downs here on the channel, the TSOS Raider and M1911 A1 government burn downs of 45 ACP that are both going to 5,000 rounds, as well as the Glock 19 Gen 5 burn down that's going to 5,000 rounds. So we have a lot of testing that's happening on the channel. So if you want to support monetarily, then do that in the ammunition fund down below. Now, let's get into it. Now, I want to state first and foremost that obviously I own an M1 Garand, so I am a M1 Garand battle rifle enjoyer. Now, unfortunately, for a lot of us, we have to realize that you can carry a lot less ammunition with a battle rifle in general, okay? So for without rule of law, you're going to be kind of handicapped. And let's say you were carrying something like the M1 that doesn't even have a detachable box magazine, you can only carry so much of that 30-06 ammunition just due to the sheer size and weight of the cartridge, okay? So that is kind of the first reason why I stick mostly with 5.56, an intermediate rifle round, is you can carry a lot more of it. Now, the actual physical size is also an issue as it takes up more space, but most importantly, the weight of the cartridge is a problem. And if you don't think, all the guys that are going to say, well, just go to the gym. I do every day. And guess what? It's still too heavy when you factor in your chest rig, your assault pack, your potential body armor, all of the stuff, and the weight of the rifle itself. Obviously, I'm using a World War II rifle for the memes and the vibes, but the weight of the rifle itself also just weighs a lot more, okay? And I know there's going to be guys that say, well, you can get an AR-10 that's very similar in weight. Yeah, but then you only get 20 rounds in the magazine. The magazines are heavier. The gun itself has to be tuned appropriately based on ammunition. So it's pickier for ammunition, just to get into that. The average 5.56 rifle is going to be more reliable than a 308, 6.5, you name it, just based on the pickiness and the tuning of the ammunition. Magazine availability is going to be far more widespread with a 5.56 rifle. So you can carry more ammunition. It's going to be smaller. The bullets themselves are going to be smaller. The average engagement distance is going to be within 500 meters for the vast majority of you. So 5.56 can get it done all day long out to 500 meters. There's a major pro. So why carry heavier bullet when lighter bullet do trick? Okay, there's an office reference for you there. So the bullets are heavier. You can carry less of them. 5.56 still does the job out to 500 or 600 meters, okay? You can have more of it. The guns themselves are lighter, but Trench, it hits harder. True, it does. So the place a battle rifle really does shine would be in like a designated marksman's rifle, a hunting rifle. Like you could think this is an excellent rifle for kind of deer hunting for the vibes, right? M1 Garand. So an AR-10, awesome for caribou hunting, deer hunting, you name it, right? Excellent for that. But overall, the designated marksman is a specialty role, and the vast majority of you guys are going to need more bullets to make the fight last longer. You're going to need a more reliable system to make the fight last longer so you survive longer with your rifle, right? Now, obviously, you could buy a Scar H and the gun will be mostly reliable and be fine. But the guns are heavier, and guess what? You void your warranty the second you put a suppressor on it anyway, which is mega cringe, even though the FN Scar is a vibe. But you guys kind of get where I'm going with this, as well as ammunition cost. 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 30-06, whatever you're choosing to run, simply costs more money than the 5.56 that it's directly being compared against, okay? So it's prohibitive. Battle rifles are prohibitive for more reasons than one. The weight of the gun, the cost of the ammo, the availability to carry a bunch of it, the availability of replacement magazines. It's just not needed, okay? Even though it's a vibe, and obviously I'm holding my M1 for a reason. I'll show you the vibe check right here, okay? Obviously I'm showing my M1 on purpose because it's a vibe. Even though the guns are a vibe, doesn't mean you need one for realistic use, okay? It's a specialty rifle. It's a specialty roll for the guns, and I think you guys should focus on intermediate cartridges such as 5.56 for the vast majority of stuff. And I hate to mention it, but honestly, I've made videos on this before. I even think a 9mm PCC has more relevancy and more scopes and places that could fit into as I guess, in a role for any sort of without rule of law purpose than a battle rifle, just due to the prohibitive nature of all the things we've discussed today. And I am going to choose 5.56 for my without rule of law rifle, okay? That's a lot of talking. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, but Trench, how dare you say a 9mm PCC is more useful? Well, man, you just got to think about all the places and all the roles that these weapons are actually going to serve a actual duty use for lack of a better term, or a niche and a job to play. And while these are great for hunting and designated marksman rifles, outside of that, I mean, obviously you're going to punch through barricades better, so that is a vibe. But, you know, outside of those things, you're going to be better suited with a 5.56 for, I would say, like 99% of you guys, unless you're way out in, you know, Montana and you're the only person for 10 miles or more, and you can get away with having, you know, maybe even something like this M1 because you need it to be able to reach out farther, and when you hit something, you need it to be done right now. Well, in those cases, it makes a lot of sense for a battle rifle, okay? But this is kind of just a thought experiment to get you guys thinking about what you're using for without rule of law, SHGF, you name it. And I wanted to show you my M1, you know, and have some badass Nut and Fancy playing in the background. So leave a thumbs up in the comments down below for Nut and Fancy being based. Let me know what your thoughts are on battle rifles in general. And I wanted to use this video as kind of a test bed for you guys to have a conversation in the comments below. Thanks for being here, guys. If you enjoy the content, hit the like button, comment down below all the stuff, donate to the ammunition fund. If you're not a member of the Patreon, then you are in fact wrong, good sir, as that is the primary source of funding for the channel here. And without further ado, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average M1 Garand battle rifle enjoyer that your mom says that we have at home. Cheers.